In the United States Army, they have formal events known as balls. This could be for the Army's birthday or special occasion or whatever, but a soldier would wear the fancy dress uniform. They would wear the Army service uniform, but with a variation to it where they have a white button-up shirt underneath with a bow tie and maybe no headgear. Unless maybe you're in a cav unit, you might wear the Stetson, but it is a little bit of a variation of the uniform. It's not mandatory necessarily, but you do have to pay to go to this event, and they usually have a lot of incentives to be able to try to get people to go to this event, like maybe a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend if you go to the ball, whatever the case might be. So you purchase your ticket, you choose what your meal is going to be. If you're bringing a date, then you have to, purchase another ticket for them and choose what their meal is going to be. And then you go and maybe get released early to be able to go to the ball, to get dressed into the uniform and head out to this thing. It might be on a Friday night, Thursday night, sometimes it just depends. But it'll be at maybe like a local, maybe a hotel or event hall or something where they're gonna do it at. And you go to this ball and they have maybe a bar. Sometimes they'll have the unit pays for maybe free beer or up to a certain amount, or sometimes none at all. You have to pay for it all yourself if you're of age. And then they have the dinner that it's included into it. You have a seating chart for who sits where. Maybe it's based on platoon or whatever, and you're seated with different people. And then they have different activities that are happening at this ball. People are mingling, talking to each other, having some drinks maybe, dancing. They usually have like a little special ceremony to cut the cake if they have a cake there, where they'll grab the lowest ranking soldier that is there to maybe cut the cake with like a giant sword or something, and that soldier will be the first one to get a piece of cake. They a lot of times will do the grog, which is this crazy large punch bowl with a mixture of a bunch of horrible stuff that really is supposed to represent different foreign wars that the Army has participated in. And if you're of age, you can drink from the grog, and it tastes really horrible. So it's just a good time to kind of hang out, get to meet everybody. Sometimes you get a little coin for participating in the coin. I have one from one of the Army balls that I went to, and sometimes you get a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend of it. So I definitely recommend going to a ball if you can.